TalkFCB and welcome back here to the channel, guys. Time now for some La Liga action. It's Barcelona against Celta Vigo, live from the Camp Nou this Saturday. And today's video, it's going to be a match preview of sorts. I'm going to be answering some of your questions, talking about tomorrow's game, and a few other things as well. It's all coming up. Let's get right to it. And thank you for joining me. Kickoff tomorrow will be coming to us from the Camp Nou at 9 PM local time. You can see this one if you want to. Barça against Celta. They're here, guys, are the times right around the world. So like I say, if you do want to get involved, if you do want to watch Barcelona, you can do right here. Elsewhere in La Liga this weekend, there are some good games though away from Barcelona. Real Madrid will be facing a very tricky trip there to Iparrua to face Eibar, where Zidane's men will be hoping to continue their very strong form of late. Atletico Madrid on Sunday will face our city rivals Espanyol at the Wanda Metropolitano Stadium, and Simeone's men, a bit like ourselves, they're going through a real slump right now too. It'll be interesting to see how Atleti get on against Espanyol, and certainly, by far and away, the best game, the biggest game of the weekend for me, comes at the Benito Villamarin on Sunday, the final game there on Sunday, where Betis will be hosting their arch rivals Sevilla. That's a massive game there, a hugely fascinating affair. It's always a good watch, that one. I would certainly be looking at that game, and that there is what's to come this weekend from La Liga. Here, guys, is the La Liga table, where somehow Barcelona are still sitting on top, but only just there by goal difference as it stands right now. And I think, to be honest, this season, at the top of the La Liga table, what we are seeing is some serious inconsistency there among the big hitters, the likes of Barça, Real, Atleti. Right throughout this season so far, we've seen inconsistency and bad performances from all three of those teams, and that's basically meant that everybody right now is in the title fight. Will that continue? We'll have to wait and see. Our opponents, Celta Vigo, tomorrow, though, are absolutely nowhere near the top of the table right now, and the reason for that is they've had a disastrous start to the new season, and basically their loss at the weekend against Getafe, that finally spelled the end for their coach Fran Escobar, and I can't really believe that it's taken this long. Celta Vigo have not got going at all this season. They got some good players, we know ourselves. We gave them Denis Suarez and Rafinha over the course of the summer, and right now they brought a new man in, and I'm sure you're going to recognise who it is. It's former Barcelona player and youth team coach Oscar Garcia, a man there, like I say, who will be familiar to many of us, and I think, to be honest, throughout his managerial career, in flashes, not for sustained periods, not for long periods, but he's certainly shown flashes of managerial brilliance, and it's going to be very, very interesting to see how he gets on at Celta, what sort of philosophy that he goes with, and how his team end up playing, and what better way to start your career than at the Camp Nou, where it all started for him. And no doubt he'll be coming here with a plan, he'll be looking at us, he'll understand exactly where we're vulnerable right now, and don't rule out Celta Vigo this weekend coming to life and threatening Barcelona. And I think, to be honest, guys, you are not expecting a great deal at the Camp Nou on Saturday, regardless of what we usually do at home. You guys are not in confident mood, and I cannot blame you one single bit for that. I asked you guys not how many will win by, but basically, how you're feeling. What sort of performance are we going to expect? Is it going to be good? Are we going to show a statement? Are we going to bounce back? Or is it going to be much the same? Is it going to be underwhelming? And many of you guys, the great majority there, going with a below average performance on Saturday, and we're going to have to wait and see what this team come up with. But if we now do move on to your questions, guys, and thank you as always for getting in touch and letting me know what you think. I'm always interested to hear from you, and certainly today there's some really good questions about the game and looking further ahead with regard to Barcelona. We start here with several questions that I received about the form, about the feeling right now of Gerard Piqué in this Barca team. Is Piqué's time up? Is he coming to the end? Is he really suffering right now? Why is his form like it is? And to be honest with Gerard Piqué, it is an interesting one. I think it's always been a topic of debate among Barcelona fans. When exactly should we be looking to replace in the team Gerard Piqué? Because I think right now, I've always said it, Gerard Piqué in the big games, when it really comes down to it, when we really get ourselves up for it, Piqué in those big moments, he will show up. Because there will be big games this season, potentially there. You look at the Clásicos where Piqué plays, and he plays so well, and he gets it right, and he's on the top of his game, and he looks like he always has been, a top class centre back. But there There will be other times where Piqué looks nowhere near that. You've got to remember here, this is a guy who's reaching 33 come February. Of course, we should be looking there to the future. No question about that. Because Piqué right now is starting to do the same himself. Yes, out there on the field, he trains, he works hard, he plays in games, and he does play well at times. But other times, he's not motivated, he's not concentrated. I believe certainly a lot of Piqué's focus right now is on the pitch, but at the same time, it's away from that too. We all know about his activities off the pitch with regard to the tennis world. He's become very, very involved in that. We all know as well about his links there to Rakuten, his work with them, and certainly he is thinking about the future, so why shouldn't we? Piqué, for me, should still play. He's still a top-class centre-back when he wants to be, when he's fully motivated, but that's not all the time. He shouldn't be playing every single game, every single minute, because he's not focused enough. He's not concentrated enough for the consistent amount of games that we have every single season, and for that reason, of course, we should be looking to the future. And that brings me on there to the likes of Samuel Umtiti, to Jean-Claire Todibo. Where exactly are we going to bring somebody in now to play the games that Piqué is not there for? And I think we should start doing that, whether it's Samuel Umtiti. What we're going to have to do now is wait and see in the next few weeks. Is he going to stay fit? Is he going to get himself in the team? Is he going to perform well enough to stay in that team under Ernesto Valverde? But the main thing with Umtiti is not about that quality, it's all about that fitness. Very, very important now for him that he stays injury-free and he mounts a serious challenge for one of those two centre-back slots. And when you look at Todibo, I think certainly so much talent there. He deserves more games, more minutes, no doubt about that. He deserves there an opportunity in that team whereby we actually put a bit of faith in him. And there's a good question there. Does Valverde have the guts to put these guys in the team? And I would say no. I would say that he doesn't have the guts to drop Piqué or to take Piqué out the team and put Todibo in. He doesn't have the guts for that, because the only time that we see the likes of Todibo get those chances is when we have to. When Valverde's hand is forced to play those kind of players, he never does it voluntarily. And that's the issue. But I want to move on here to something very, very important indeed. Look here at this particular question. I don't know about Messi ignoring Griezmann. I can understand it and I'm suspicious of it. But can people stop using that chance to hit the bar as an example of Messi ignoring Griezmann? Messi has done that a million times, and to be honest, I wanted him to go for it instead of passing, even if it was Suarez. And I have to say here, great point. You're absolutely bang on the money there. Because as you know, I've done the video about player power, I've spoken there about the Antoine Griezmann situation, I've spoken about Messi, and at times we have been critical of the man himself. The great man sometimes even has a bit of criticism. But not in that moment. That moment there where Messi ran from his own half, it was fantastic, it was unbelievable. He took the ball, it was like glued to his foot, he moved with it, he came inside and he took the shot. Like it said in the comment there, we have seen that move a million times with Messi. There's a time when Messi gets it in his mind that it's just him, the ball and the goal, and nothing else matters, whether it's Griezmann, whether it's Suarez. He didn't ignore Griezmann in that moment. Yeah, he could have passed, but this is Messi. Messi there takes on the shot with his left foot. It's a wonderful hit. It's a really, really phenomenal moment. And it could have been a worldie. It could have been a wonderful goal. He was inches away. And that there, we shouldn't criticise Messi for that. That wasn't an instant there where the criticism would come. Certainly not. That was a wonderful moment. Could have been a wonderful goal. And there's no reason to say that there was an issue, because it wasn't. Just to put that out there. And I'm not actually going to give today, guys, a starting line or prediction for the team, quite simply because we know Valverde isn't exactly going to go with the whole plan. He's not going to do something that we all want to see. What I will say is, though, about the team is, what I hope is that Griezmann starts in that central role. And I'm not going to bang the drum anymore, but I'm not going to repeat this any more times. But I just hope that Griezmann plays in this game, along with Messi again, and hopefully with Dembele too, or maybe Ansu Fati. What I don't hope is that we rush Suarez back, because that's the news right now coming out of the Spanish media. They believe that Valverde, Suarez, they're trying to fight back and get in for this game, and they're trying to rush him back to play against Celta Vigo. They're trying to rush a player back there to play at home in the Camp Nou before the international break. That's what Barcelona has come to right now, and there's no need for it. We have a centre forward in Antoine Griezmann, so play him there. There's no need there to drag somebody back from an injury, play him at 50%, and that's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous there there that were even thinking about that, and that's why today I'm not going to go into the team, but I hope that in the forward line we see Griezmann, we see Dembele, possibly again those two can get a bit more confidence, maybe a goal or two, we just don't know. But we're going to have to wait and see what happens this Saturday, because things went sour if we didn't get a result, and if it was yet another bad performance throughout the international break, potentially the wheels could be in motion. Valverde's time may just be coming to a premature end. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, guys. What are you expecting from tomorrow's game? What do you want to see in the team? And what are you expecting from the result and the performance? Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments down below. I'll see you tomorrow night after the game. I wonder what sort of review we're going to be doing. Thank you as always for your incredible support. But until next time, as always, Visca El Barça.